last left off in the era of dreams. The crew has continued their way onwards through the great intersection, and with their help of Opal's navigation and Zarave's capability to steer the ship, they managed to make their way to a small island within the great intersection called Overgrowth Alps. This area is relatively a tropical temperate environment in which the weather pattern is quite strange, as earlier on within the crew's adventures there was very hot rain. Hot enough like that exact right temperature when you like turn on the shower, kind of like hot water. As the area is also swamped with a bunch of natural habitat for wildlife. You guys are currently there present as Sid and Hartman see each other like on the opposite sides, bordered between this like mosquito clump. What do you guys do? You guys are kind of like seeing each other, and you guys are running through.
No,
well, we're in the air, right?
Yeah, you guys were in the air.
I'm telling Teddy to go straight through.
Well, me and Sid are on the ground. Those two.
No, we're in the carpet, right?
No, we're walking because the carpet only seats one. How many times do I have to tell you, you goddamn troglodyte? Get off my fucking carpet.
How many times do I have to tell you? I've fit on that thing plenty of times. It's not a one-seater.
Anyway, we are on the ground. But I have a plan. I always have a plan. We have to get the mosquito's attention.
How are you gonna do that? I don't know how we're gonna do that. So, you guys are thinking really hard right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm busy being a hot air balloon, so I can't really assist.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, would I have any of the leftover? Wait, the flowers that I had before that I crushed it, but no, those wouldn't be useful. Just those were not herbal ones.
There was sapphire earlier, but you didn't seem to pick that one up.
Yeah.
SMH.
Yeah, because everything else is like red.
Alright, I have a plan. Sid, climb the tree.
Alright, I'm gonna go climb the tree.
And I'm gonna latch onto his back.
Roll
and
me.
Now
Roll me that athletics, boy.
Alright.
Don't fuck this up.
I missed my plus 21.
You just get up easily.
Alright, so now that we're on top of the tree, we saw a frog get eaten when it jumped through the swarm. We're not gonna go down like that.
Of course we are, and we're a lot stronger than a frog.
So, part A of the plan, and I pull out the hot sauce jar. I coat both of us completely in hot sauce.
Roll me a sleight of hand real quick.
No, I'm telling him this. I haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay.
It's not like to miss, I'm gonna tell him.
Can I try and do something?
Yeah,
we're in a hot air balloon.
Yeah, you're piloting the hot air balloon. What do you do?
Well, is this on a ground surface?
Mm-mm.
Well, are they just mid-air?
We're in a
tree.
tree.
Yeah, and the mosquitoes are like kind of swarming in just the general area.
Well, mosquitoes, they're repelled by smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And I have fire powers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'm gonna just use that then.
Don't ruin my fucking plan.
I'm gonna like do a quick. I'm gonna do like a quick bolt of fire. Over where like near on a branch near like a lot of these mosquitoes.
You're gonna set a branch that's attached to a tree on fire.
Well, I mean, can't I like just put it out later?
um, like in terms of like the ability to put out fires, well, you can
Yeah.
put out like candlelit fires, but once
Okay.
once it fucking spreads, you're not gonna put out a fucking campfire.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, then never mind then,
So my plan gets to go through.
I guess.
Alright, Sid. I'm gonna
Yes.
cover some hot sauce.
Why?
It will work.
Okay.
So I douse us both in hot sauce.
Okay, sleight of hand, buddy.
How am I gonna drop it? What
No,
the
no.
fuck?
The reason why is because so that you don't get it in your eyes.
There, a 20.
Okay, cool. You don't get it in your eyes.
Now, for part 2 of my plan, give me your swords.
No.
Come on, just do it. It'll really work.
I give him one of my swords.
By the way, Sid, do you willingly get doused in fucking hot sauce?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Continue.
I give him one of my
I
swords.
just need 2.
Okay, I give him 2 of my swords.
I'm gonna get on his shoulders.
Alright, he's on my shoulders.
I'm gonna take his third sword and put it in his mouth.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, Sid, run us through
Yeah.
the storm.
What do you mean?
Run us through all the mosquitoes, and then I'm gonna start wildly flinging the swords around.
Wait,
I have
what?
no semblance.
Something tells me burning down the entire forest would have been a better idea than.
Oh no! Plan Alpha, go, go, go!
Okay, I start running. I don't know where I'm running to though.
At the mosquitoes.
Okay, I'm running out the mosquitoes.
Oh god, no.
It's a perfect plan.
I'm closing my eyes and running at the mosquitoes.
You jump.
Hold on. Hold on.
Well, I'm guiding
Oh,
him.
go shit. So you start running, right? And instead of running
I'm closing my eyes.
Okay, instead of jumping towards the mosquitoes, you guys jump towards like a waterfall, right? That goes straight down the ravine. And this ravine is like a very different crevice. Like it's got like intricate like cavern layouts and whatnot. And you notice like a lot of like glowing gems. But yeah, that's kind of the direction that this idiot jumped into, rather than the mosquito place.
How far away are they from us?
Now that they jumped down, they're probably like 1,000 feet below like the
Oh
surface.
shit.
What? That's not. Oh my.
Wait, we're gonna die.
How far away is that waterfall?
That waterfall was like maybe 30 feet away.
Okay, hold on. Can I keep an eye out?
Why?
I did not know there was a waterfall right there. Can
No.
I keep an eye out to not jump in the waterfall?
Well, you kind of do jump in the waterfall.
Okay.
Regardless, we have the rug. We can
But-
fly.
But now the weight of the water is pushing you guys extremely fast down
He
as
jumped towards the waterfall. You never
roll-
said he jumped in the waterfall.
Oh yeah, true.
So we're just falling in the air, which
Yeah.
I can stop with a rug.
Oh
And then I'm
okay.
gonna fly us back. Keep your fucking eyes open this time. And I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's
bonk him.
mosquitoes.
I'm gonna bonk him. It's time.
Fine.
First combination attack.
Oh no. Alright, we fly towards the mosquitoes.
Demon wheel! And then we're just gonna start running, and I'm flailing the swords. We're gonna kill them all. We got this.
So you guys go in. Roll me con saves, please.
Oh my god.
And I covered
How
us
many?
with sauce. They can't suck us through the sauce.
How many?
Okay. I need Teddy to also make a con save, buddy.
I'm gonna use a human determination on that.
Okay, now roll
It's
me
that easy.
5 more con saves from both of you.
I'm gonna human determination that natural one.
Okay.
Oh, I got 2.
Okay.
Yikes.
I'm gonna key point the other one.
Okay, you're gonna key point it to how?
I'm gonna force, like, I feel the sting, and I'm gonna just flex and force my way through it.
You're gonna fucking sit through the poison, basically.
I'm gonna body the poison. That's what I'm doing.
Um,
I'm gonna use one more human determination for the con save that was in that one.
you guys come out.
Also,
You guys are.
fine.
You see your skin, and you touch your skin that looks completely normal, and immediately a scratching sensation just overtakes you guys as you continuously scratch the skin. It's like you got hit with the itching powder times 10.
Or did we get the mosquitoes?
The mosquitoes are not dead, they're still there. It's just they haven't fucking ate the shit out of you because
Teddy! Oh God! Why do I ever listen to you? I'm furiously scratching.
as Teddy, you feel a strong itching sensation coursing through your
Wow.
veins.
I'm sure that we're fine! Let's run towards Pierre. Yay!
I'm gonna
Pierre,
crawl
yay.
towards Pierre because I think that's all I can do at this point.
Alright.
And do I like see their? What does their skin look like?
Amalgamation.
A very orange color.
And I'm not like.
Orange
Wait,
and
okay.
reddish.
Have we gotten down to the ground yet?
Yeah.
Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and do.
Hartman's still in his hot air balloon form because, you know.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, Harvard, get us down to the ground.
Okay.
There's too much trees, so you can't actually get down.
I'm like, oh shit. Okay.
Alright.
You gotta
get
14.
down. I can make a ladder with my I can make a ladder with my arms. Okay, so you can get down.
All right.
Alright, so I'm gonna I'm gonna use my free arm and just make a ladder.
Nice.
Try to stretch myself, or at least a rope, because that would be pretty easier on me since I'm already
Yeah.
molded into a hot air balloon. So I just stretch my arms.
And
So
you
that
turn
it
it
would be
into
like
like
a
a
rope.
rope ladder.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay, Pierre, get down there.
And then I'm like, what? Okay. So then I'm like, everyone, let's get down to the ground first.
as you make it down, what are you doing? So you see Sid and Teddy
I'm
stunned.
rolling around on the ground.
Yeah.
All right.
Writhing
And then-
in pain.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look towards Nola. I'm just gonna add. I'm gonna tell her like, I need you to like.
I'm not there.
Oh.
Oh wait.
Like, I've disappeared. Remember, I had gone off to go find them, and then I just kind of disappeared.
Mhm.
One, because I
Oh.
didn't find them, and two, I was just like, yeah, I want to go and explore this shit, because there's probably something else here on this island. Yeah, I'm not there. I'm
At
gone.
this point,
And I like.
go.
Let me finish. Okay, I'm like, I look over. I'm like, wait, where the hell did that girl go? And I'm like, is Hartman on the ground with us?
No, Hartman's like in the air.
Yep,
Yeah.
okay. Then I'm gonna pretty much try and do. Like, I need you guys to both stay still. And
I keep rolling around on the ground, scratching.
By the way,
Honestly, since there is no heat to keep me up, I'm slowly
Sinking.
going down.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
but I want to quickly add. So Opal, in the far distance, you're currently at the boat right now, and you decided to look outside, just to see like if what's around the surroundings. Way off in the distance, beyond the coast and towards more inland and beyond like forests, you see a big Rich Sea Hartman floating in the air in the shape of a balloon.
Excuse me?
Yeah. That's what you see.
Well, it's not like a big rich sea horn. It's like I stretch my arms to be like the actual balloon thing, right? So like what you'll see is just a giant fleshy like arm thing, or not even arm, just a gigantic fleshy balloon in the distance.
Basically. How does Opal react to this? Or like, or what does she do? Like, is she gonna continuously stay on the boat, or is she gonna like move around?
Who?
Opal.
Oh, yeah, Opal's gonna move now. She's gonna
Alright.
explore.
Nice. So, which part of the island do you want to go to? The area where some commotion is being held, or beyond the Alps where like the vegetation is very overgrown? And
I'm gonna stay where the people are.
okay, so you're gonna go to the commotion
I
then.
wanna be where the people are.
Yeah.
So at this point, we're cutting back to Pierre.
And
You're rescuing your buddies.
so, is Teddy rolling around too?
Yes.
I'm gonna try and forcefully at least grab Sid. I'm gonna forcefully try and grab Sid and keep him still for a moment. Would that need some kind of check or what?
Grapple, please.
Shit. Fuck. Fuck.
So basically,
I rolled a natural 1, man.
so basically, Pierre, you grab him, and Sid, as Pierre grabs your arm, you feel you feel an itchy sensation, even you tense up where Pierre is grabbing you.
I try
And what I'm gonna do,
scratching where like around his hand.
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just heat up my hand like quite a bit, and I'm gonna pretty much try and do heat therapy to like ease the mosquito bite wounds, because
You're gonna
An
use heat
actual way to do
therapy.
yeah.
Okay. So you do medicine check, please.
Okay.
Oh boy,
Please.
oh boy. Oh boy.
Fuck.
Get shat on.
It's too hot. I give him a burn.
Too bad you don't have human determination. Got him.
Cause you won't let me take it.
No, because you're not a human. Or you're not mechanically a human. Anyways,
Bro.
so basically, right? Your hand, you do heat therapy, and then you just immediately burn Sid's arms.
Oh shit! At least it doesn't itch anymore.
It still does. And you see him actually start scratching like through his skin, like he's getting down to like his dermis layer.
Yeah, that's a very disturbing.
Because you burned right through his
That's
skin,
fucking
and now he has
disturbing.
like chunks of flesh burned
That's
off, and he's
fucking
still
disturbing.
scratching.
Hey, real quick. Say if Nala was watching, would she like know any way of like helping?
Oh god.
She would have went back to the medical
She
place.
heard- Yeah, she just heard all of this commotion.
Mhm.
It's
At
just
this
like,
point,
the
by
I'm gonna.
By the way, Nola, when you're like walking out, you notice that Opal is wandering into the forest.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I don't think I actually notice her because, I just try to avoid her.
Yeah,
at
well,
all
I mean,
costs.
you would
I
notice,
avoid
but
people.
like Opal wouldn't
Do
notice
I
you.
see her?
No,
No.
no. Wait, actually,
I'm
what's your
still
passive
here, Spot.
perception? What's your passive perception?
I'm unsure. I can't really look at my sheet.
God frickety frackety. God damn it. Alright. Let me see this shit. Yeah, roll me a stealth, Nola. Oh shit, she sees you.
Fuck. If
I.
she sees her, Nella's gonna just run away as fast as she
What do
can
I
before
see?
Opal can try to
You see,
try
like-
to touch her.
You see like a person that has cat ears and like a tail.
Oh, I automatically just start stepping around her and giving her nasty looks.
Well, she's not on the ground. She's in the trees.
Yeah, I'm stepping around out from under her. I don't want to be near her, so she's just like,
Nola
Look at her.
runs away from Opal. She just runs away from Opal.
she's gonna lean down to Kaplaglamandr. It's gonna be like, God, a lot of weird ones on this island, huh?
So at this point, we're gonna cut to Bier. What are you doing, Bier?
I'm like, kind of panicking, seeing this. He's gonna try again with the heat therapy.
Doing it on the same arm?
No, not on the same arm.
Okay, thank God.
All right, let's see. Oh fuck!
Oh shit! Get fucking shat on.
Can I use it? Can I use a key point to make it like more precise?
Well, this is something you haven't actually done before, though. So, because it's a practice that you never do, or that I haven't seen you do. For now, I'm gonna have to say no. But when you do this sort of technique again, I'll give you an advantage.
Okay, I guess. Well, shit.
Does he burn another chunk of my body?
Instead of burning, the heat ends up irritating the skin a lot more.
Where did you do this along?
The other arm.
Oh God.
At this point, this is failing, and I'm gonna look around for any herbs.
I'm actually just gonna like try and like pick myself up and get away from Pierre at this point. Because I feel like Pierre is just actually trying to like kick me while I'm down.
Oh, Lamau. Dude.
Alright. I'm gonna look around and try and find any relevant herbs.
Okay, cool. Make me a natural
Oh
check.
fuck. Wait. Are my arms so fucked up I can't use my swords now?
Well, they're not your hands, so... Okay, nature check. You notice that there's aloe vera nearby.
I'm like, alright, trust me!
No! No! I'm gonna actually try and get away from him this time.
Alright, I'm like, and then I'll turn to Teddy, and I'll try and apply the aloe.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You finna put some aloe on that bitch. Alright,
Yeah.
So, Teddy, you're on the ground. Probably feeling like shit, right?
I'm sure I'm fine. I did really good on the con saves.
No, the fuck you didn't. Okay, maybe that one crit, okay, would have like saved you from literal death. But besides that, everything would have fucked you up. Anyways, so basically, right? You see Pierre, he's like going up to you and he's like applying this ointment or whatever, makeshift ointment, who knows. As he's applying this to you, Teddy, you feel like your itching sensation is slowly dying down.
All according to plan.
And, I'll hand him the rest of it. I'm like, can you put this on Sid? He won't let me do it for him.
I have a more fun idea, and while he's running, I'm gonna load it into the Addle and throw it at him from a distance.
You're gonna chuck the ointment at Sid?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
With
as
what?
long as
It's
applied to
aloe vera.
my
Yeah.
weapon. Yeah.
No,
You
that's
realize
not.
it's like a paste,
Yeah,
right?
it's like
It's like a spitball.
No,
it
you
works
put
with
it.
the same properties.
No, put it in a.
You
Put it,
dumb?
no, put it in a dissolvable like.
Have you
parchment.
never seen aloe vera? Like an actual aloe vera plant?
It's cream.
No, it's like, okay,
Well,
you
the
have to
plant
cut
itself.
off like, I have an aloe vera plant at home. You have to like cut off part of it and like really hardly like squeeze it.
Yeah,
You get like
basically.
a paste-like thing out of it.
Well,
Basically,
couldn't I just scoop the paste out?
you could, but like what you could also do is you could put that like paste in a fucking parchment, so when you throw it with the addle, it explodes, like at the same time, or like it disperses.
I don't know if explosives
Or not explosive, but like it would like disperse so that the parchment would break and then the gel would fucking like explode onto Sid. God, why
I
couldn't
don't have any paper. I don't own any paper.
Why don't you have cool gadgets like this? What the fuck?
I have tons of great gadgets.
Like what? What is useful in this specific situation that you're gonna do?
The
to
big
Sid?
lolly.
You're gonna chuck a
see-
lollipop at fucking Sid.
Yeah, it'll
Did
stop his
just make a
movement.
decision right now, or like what?
Sid is running, and
No, not Sid. I meant Teddy.
Teddy is deciding. He's thinking.
And I'm like, I'm just like, all right, I'll take half of, like, I'll just like grab half of it, and I'm just gonna try and run towards Sid myself.
I guess I'll follow Pierre and try and catch Sid.
Dude, okay, so Pierre's chasing after you, Sid.
I have fast boy.
He's faster than me because I'm not like really running. I'm like I can only move at like half my speed because I'm like kind of like half running, half crawling.
And you see a Pierre Deglasser chasing after you.
No, no. Are there any like trees near me? Like we're in a forest, right?
Yeah. You're in a.
Can I try and like cut down some of the trees to block his path?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do that. Should I make some weapon attacks?
Yep. All with disadvantage
I think it's just loading real quick.
because of your
Didn't you
condition.
only have one sword?
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah.
other two were in my hands.
Oh yeah. And so yeah.
Oh
No.
shit.
You that okay. So we're gonna do that that critical fail. Roll that critical fail. Nice. So you slash at a tree, but it only cuts halfway in, and Pierre is still is basically almost catching up to you. Hey, that other roll doesn't count, boy.
What?
Yeah, the
You only
16
have one
doesn't hit.
sword.
You only have one sword.
I'm fucking action surging.
Oh, okay, then fine. You can use that 16.
All right. I'm gonna use another action surge.
Okay,
How many does he have? Jesus.
alive.
5.
Alive.
5!
Okay. For some reason, roll 20 is being really slow.
Okay, goddamn.
Oh my god.
Cut them. Cut the trees up, man.
I'm just trying to get away from this dude.
Lamau.
I doubt I'd do much though to slow him down.
So, what the fuck?
I'm gonna be like dashing and like trying to move as fast as I can and like trying to weave past and like jump over the obstacle course he set up for me.
Basically. So, make me acrobatics checks. Nice. Alright, so you just hop over, hippity hoppity flippity floppity, right? And then there's this one like obstacle. Roll me an acrobatics with disadvantage. Wow, fuck, you literally just nimble the fuck out of this thing, right? And then you're hopped over mid-air, you're staring down at Sid.
And I'm gonna just like take a bunch of the paste and like just like start slavering his arm in it.
Alright, nice.
So you're touching like my exposed skin.
Yeah.
Not the exposed. I'm not going around that part, sorta.
Make me a sleight of hand check. Oh wow, this is some nice handiwork. Okay, you schlippity schloppity on his fucking arms, like with the aloe cream, and yeah, Sid at this point, like when Pierre first put on this ointment, your arms felt a very stinging pain because of the exposed sting, because of the exposed like skin. However, the itching is going away.
Now let me apply more of this. It'll actually help.
No! I want to grab it. I'm doing it myself.
Go ahead. I was like, just give him the aloe. There.
You
gotta squeeze it out.
So what does Sid do?
I am applying base to my arms and like wherever I can that's still itching.
Nice. So what is Teddy doing actually currently?
I followed them through all this. I'm not exactly the fastest or the most nimble,
Well, we can
so I
already
probably
tell.
just barely got over the log.
Nice. Wait, you barely got over the first log.
I mean, I have the rug, so I probably just hovered past it. It really is super handy to be able to fly at any time.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know why I gave you that ability.
You're not taking it away either.
Yeah. What if the rug caught on fire? Wouldn't it be a shame?
So Pierre's gonna do is he's gonna do things as a fire thing.
No. No, don't do it.
I
Okay.
will never give you money again, and you need it. I'm a bank. I'm gonna approach Sid on the ground. We did it, buddy! We got through the mosquitoes! We reunited with our friends!
Shut the fuck up, Teddy. I will actually murder you. Give me my swords back.
Okay. I'm gonna drop them on his lap. And I'm gonna give him a nice big thumbs up. We did it!
Leave.
I'm gonna start running fast in the opposite direction towards Captain.
Good. I'm gonna take some time to just like relax. I need a break.
Rich the
My-
Harmon,
Yeah, I was on to look for Harp.
you're currently deflated on the ground, tired.
Yeah.
As Opal, you notice a deflated Hartman.
I'm gonna poke him with a stick.
Alright, you poke him with the stick.
And does he respond to being poked?
By the way, Opal in game is sick right now. She's going through a cold.
Sheesh, she's
Again?
got the worst
Yeah.
He gets
constitution
sick all the
ever.
time.
So that's the explanation for you being sick as well. So like stuff happens in the real world, it's gonna carry over to the game, but it won't actually have any consequences.
You okay, Hartman?
No.
Alright, come on, I'll help you, buddy. I'm gonna start rolling him up. Like a sleeping bag.
You start rolling him up like a sleeping bag. Hartman, what are you gonna
Yeah.
do? Are you gonna try to inflate yourself back?
When I'm completely rolled up. So
Alright.
once I'm rolled
I
up,
roll you up all nice and tight.
nice. I'm just gonna ask you. Just throw me. Just throw me.
Can I... What?
Throw.
Do what? I can't quite hear you.
I'm gonna poke my head out between the folds. Just throw me
Throw you? Where?
on the ground.
She kind of grabs you and chucks you at the ground.
Alright, upon impact, I just completely reflate back to normal.
Oh,
It's like a,
huh.
and then I'm back to normal.
So why were you all like this?
Oh, I became a hot air balloon.
Why?
So we could find Sid and Teddy, because they went somewhere.
Are they lost?
Yeah. I wonder where Pierre went. I'm gonna look around. Do I see them?
At this point in time, the crew is busy doing elsewhat, so Teddy wouldn't have shown up. So no, you don't see anyone at the moment.
Okay, is
Well,
there footprints
since,
or anything?
Wait, what?
I seem to have
Is there
lost
footprints
Pierre.
or anything?
Not exactly, but there you do notice
No.
like the road is like scuttled up and stuff.
But maybe they went this way.
Maybe. You know what? Let's follow.
I mean, these look like Sid legs. He has claws, right?
Yeah. Also, does Teddy walk with his arms dragging behind? Because he has pretty long
Maybe
arms.
that would explain the markings.
Yeah, maybe.
She's gonna start leading the way down this path, having a Conflaglamander in front.
Yeah, I'll follow.
So that's what we're doing.
So, at this point, you're kind of walking along the forest, and it's like the temperature is slowly dropping as the area is the humidity is slowly dropping as the area is becoming a bit colder. Not too cold, but it's like autumn cold. As you guys are walking through this this area, it's currently night as well. The air is slowly drifting through, and as you guys are walking, you notice Teddy approaching you guys.
Oh, Teddy,
Slowly, I
hey!
was charging.
No, oh my bad. Teddy is like quickly approaching you guys.
Captain! And we're gonna dive towards him.
But it's step out of the way.
I'm gonna collide and impact, and I'm just gonna be on my back like, ouch! Hey, so you're back. What about the others? Sid and Pierre.
There, just fine. And I'm gonna give a bright, cheery thumbs up.
I don't see them.
Oh, where are they?
That way! And I'm gonna point in two separate directions.
So you lost.
Did they split up?
They should be just the way I came. Unless,
Which way
you
did
know,
you
Sid
come
started... Shit, am I good at navigation? I should be. I think I'm gonna just point back the way I came.
Oh, it's kind of dark right now. Maybe we should stop off somewhere to sort of hunker down for a little bit until it becomes bright outside.
But why? I see no
Because
issue.
there might be dangerous monsters out there.
And that's the fun part.
Well, unlike some of us, we aren't resistant to everything under the sun.
Well, there is no sun right now. It's the moon.
I'm just saying it would be beneficial
Yeah,
if
maybe
we
for
looked when it was
you.
light outside.
I don't know. I think me and Teddy are pretty strong together, don't you think?
I've already begun setting up a camp.
Opal is going to help.
Okay. Just for a while. Maybe like 3 hours. And
Who
then
knows,
we'll be
Harvey?
packing
Something
up.
might crawl close enough so you could eat it.
Oh, you're right. I'm gonna help set up the tent.
Now he's interested. No, yeah, we're gonna camp for the night here in a little alcove area.
Okay, cool. So, you guys are currently surrounded by trees, and there is actually no visible pathway. It's actually currently in the middle of a very vegetated area. As this is going on, Sid, you approach the rest of the crew members, and so does Pierre. You're also approaching them, and you guys are currently.
I find them.
Yeah, you find them.
Oh.
Ow.
Basically, he retraces.
I got lucky.
He retraces his steps, and you got lucky.
So, do we see the two strangers walking towards our little camp?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna cock my gun and gonna be like, who goes there?
I ignore her and I keep walking. Like past, like she's standing there, I just walk past her and the gun.
I'm
And I
gonna
just-
continue to point my gun at him.
Wait, how tall is Opal again?
4 foot.
What?
Yeah.
Remember the cube?
Vacuum.
The cube.
4 feet tall, 4 feet wide, and 4 feet thick.
That's a perfect cube. That's a perfect cube. Oh
She
my
continued. Why? Did you ask?
I'm tired. I'm tired.
She's still pointing the gun at him. If it doesn't matter.
Opal, put the gun down.
Or what?
I'll make you put
wanna
it down.
fight about it?
I stand up. I take my swords out, all three. I've had a really bad day. So I'd appreciate it if you put the guns down.
I'm gonna like go over. I'm gonna look at Rich and how hungry does he look right now?
I'm like skin and bones. Very hard.
We should try and get back to the ship soon. They have wounds that they need to get treated quickly.
Opal's gonna put away her gun and she's like, "What happened?
Teddy happened.
What did Teddy
My
do?"
splendiferous plans went perfectly.
Hot sauce and a bunch of mosquitoes.
Oh shit, does it look like this? Is that why this guy looks like he has an Indian burn from hell?
Yes.
The Hex India.
Damn, dude. You look gross.
India is now canon in my world, but it's for something else.
Why can't Bionicles be
World
canon, though?
superpower by
Fine.
2020.
Yes!
Yeah.
And she puts her gun away and then sits back down.
How far away is the ship from here?
We could get there fast.
It's like really far away. Like I'm talking like in estimate.
Mag, are you taking a bath?
No, I spilled something, so I have to like grab some shit.
I
Anyways,
get a hot air balloon away
so
there.
it's basically like, oh my fucking, okay, it's basically like 200 miles away from the area you guys have been traveling.
How did we get that far?
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm gonna...
It's pretty far.
We can get there quick if I hot air balloon. I have no energy.
And I'm like, alright. I'll go out and I'll try and get some meat or at least berries from here. And I'm going to scout around the general area and try and hunt. Let me see.
I think he had to clean
Give me a
up.
sec. Give me a sec. I have to clean my
Okay.
fucking like my room of like sticky like sodas. So Pierre, can you actually take over the fucking the shit?
Opal
I'm so
sneezes
sorry. I have
all
to-
over the
I
fire.
have to literally clean my fucking room. I'm sorry.
Okay, I guess while the fuck. Okay, while I do that, I'll just ask him what to roll later. What does everyone else
Magnesium
do?
number 2.
Okay, well, right now
I'm glaring
Nilla's
at Teddy.
making her way back to the group, specifically to Pierre.
Okay.
Oh, of course. Thought.
Where were you? Oh my god.
She went to the ship and she's coming back again.
You said the
She's
ship
really-
was 200 miles away.
She's really fast. Like, really, really fast.
200 miles? That's like from New Jersey to like somewhere that's not New Jersey.
Opal's gonna start.
Thank you for
Opal's
the
gonna start
accurate
burning things, so any loose strings anyone has on their clothes is immediately being added to the fire. She's kind of just delicately plucking them off the clothes and then throwing them into the fire. Because she's run out of sticks in the area to put in there, so.
Oh my god, so you're not gonna grab new sticks to put into the fire?
No.
Wait, Mag.
What's up?
So we're 200 miles away, and Noah said that she wanted to make her way back to like where we were. But would that be possible?
Because of her
200 miles. Is she like an airplane?
Okay, wait, give me a sec. 200 miles.
She's
Okay, I
just like
kind
you
of
and
over exaggerated on that. Okay, a good estimate would have been like 50 miles away.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
that would have been a better estimate. I'm sorry about that. I had like I had fucking like my soda and it spilled. Like it spilled fucking everywhere. Like it literally
Damn.
spilled everywhere.
I mean,
Holy
you
shit.
spilled it.
I know, but like it was an on accident. Anyways, sorry, my estimates might not be like precise because I'm distracted with other shit. Anyways,
Okay.
that's besides the point. So yes, it's pretty much like 50 miles away.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yes.
Okay, cool. What else do you guys need? In terms of like the rolling, who's gonna roll?
I just. I'm trying to like get food right now.
Oh, okay. What? Roll me a survival check.
I want to keep a lookout on anything
Oh,
and
shit.
everything that
You
may
find-
come close to the camp.
You find a river crab, right? But the specific type of crab that this is one of the burrowing types. However, this burrowing crab is literally is the size of a dog, right? Like a medium-sized dog.
Mhm.
And you pull it out of the river and then you just burn it alive, right? To basically
Mhm.
to basically kill it. And then you find
Peacefully.
right, peacefully, right? With fire. And so basically afterwards you get to an area that's a little more open and you notice wild boars. However, these boars are pretty hefty. And so you basically you silent but deadly, right? Fucking go after these things and you just knock them out instantly. Um keeping the meat still tenderized, like not well keeping the meat soft without actually tenderizing it.
Mhm.
And then for the final like creature that you end up killing, you find a you find give me a sec. Alright. So you find a flying duck that's pretty much the size of a pterodactyl, if anybody has seen like a pterodactyl museum like thing.
Uh-huh.
And you just swipe the shit out of it and you have a giant duck, a large size crab, and a hefty boar.
All right. And I'll bring these all back to the camp now.
Nice.
Start preparing them.
You also kill a bunch of like uh a bunch of living cherries, and you just basically like kill the creatures, and you
Nice.
basically have a giant cherry with you.
Okay. All right. Nice. I think you need to handle the Den of Nulla and get it over to this area.
So Nulla, you're running through, right? You're trekking and whatnot. Roll me a survival check, please.
Okay.
Nice. You make it back to the campsite.
I'm still in the trees, and I'm gonna find Pierre, and then I'm going to secret some of the medicine that I got from the doctor's area on the ship into his coat or something, just onto his person.
Oh, sleight of hand check, please. Sleight of hand check, boss.
Okay.
Nice. So you put it in Pierre's pocket undetected. Opal, what are you doing currently?
Opal sneezes and continues to hag and blow her nose in the corner.
Oh, okay.
And also, Nella leaves her pie on the edge of the camp for someone to find. The pie that she baked
Hartman,
last
you
session.
smell food.
And then she disappears back into the forest again.
You smell
Oh,
food and
yeah.
you smell food on top of like on right next to the campfire.
Beer, it's already. Can I eat it? Can I eat it? Can I eat it?
I'm on the camp and I'm just holding. I'm getting back to camp. I'm just holding this giant boar. I'm like, does this look ready?
No. As Hartman is like currently looking at the pie, as you notice the pie that's set next to
It's
the
a
campfire.
pie with one slice cut out.
I'm looking at this suspiciously, and I'm Rich. Just wait a moment. We can't trust that.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, what? With like a pie in hand and already took a big bite.
And I'll tell Rich, if you finish that pie, you're not getting any of the meat.
What? No.
As you have a large bite chunk with
Yeah, I'm just gonna set it down.
All right. And I'm gonna keep a close eye on it, and I'm gonna inspect it and like kind of sniff it to see if there's any like poisons or toxins in there.
Notice that this pie is one of the more diverse actually kind of pies, but in terms of any suspicious
It's a apple pear cinnamon strudel pie, but it has caramel as well.
yeah. And besides that, that's all you notice. It's just an ordinary pie.
I swear, if they put one of those silent but dead strands in there.
Silent but deadly strands.
But anyway,
Uh,
he's on a like since he doesn't have most of his stuff, he's pretty much doing a simple like giant pig over spit, then with the campfire.
So who is currently at the campfire?
I am.
Sid is.
And, like
Oh yeah.
he goes
Where's
to
Teddy?
like
Where
oh
the fuck
sorry.
is Teddy? Where's Teddy? Teddy!
Ah.
Where's Teddy? Teddy's gone.
Where the fuck is Daddy?
Wait.
Huh?
Oh, okay, cool. Where's Teddy right now?
At the campfire with literally everyone.
Okay, cool.
I don't wander very much.
Why?
I can
His
die.
character.
But like,
I'm a coward.
true. But why not though?
If Sid isn't taking me somewhere, I usually don't move.
Sid's never taking you a goddamn place again.
Oh my
Give it
God.
20 minutes.
All right.
Okay. Anyways, so what is everyone doing?
So Pierre, he goes to like butcher the boar, right? And as he like reaches in his pocket for his knife, he notices the medicine there, right? And he like looks at it and he tries to remember if he took it with him or not or whatever. And at this point, he's also just pretty tired of everything, and he's like, and like. I'm gonna ask Opal, like, could you try to administer any of these to Sid or Teddy? Sid and Teddy.
I suppose I could help.
All right, thanks. He'll hand over these like things of medicine, not exactly knowing which ones they are.
She's gonna go over to Sid and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna need you, if you're wearing any clothes, to show me your arms."
He stands up and takes off his shirt
Oh,
and then sits down next to her.
Opal has now the big blush.
Does Nola see this?
Nolla's gone.
Oh,
She left. She just bounced. She wants to go exploring.
Mhm.
That's her main goal. She wants to go find out. Actually, no. She's at the stone. She's trying to figure out more about it. And like maybe the origin of it. She's trying to find like on the ground if there's
Right.
any like anything leading to it or something.
Okay. So
Any
Opal,
path leading to it.
What do you as you're administering
Opal
this?
Opal stares at Sid as his shirt slowly drops from his body, and she's just like, "Oh dang, he's hot." And then
Oh, he's hot.
yeah, oh no, he's hot. And then she does the blush and is like, I'm gonna go ahead and apply this medicine to you.
Do it.
She's like, all right, here I go. And she's gonna open up the bottle and kind of like shakily begin like rubbing him with a finger.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Got it.
Oh boy. Imagine you get a crit fail. Hey, wait. No, it's like the roll. Do you know the sleight of hand in your like character sheet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just click that one because that has the modifiers and everything.
Oops. Okay.
Hey.
I did it.
So, you successfully put the treatment on this man. He's fine now.
Oh wow, I did good. I apply it, like, at first starting with my fingers, but now I'm sort of, like, working my hands up and over the muscles with the medicine. That's pretty cool. And then I'm gonna call for Teddy to come over here.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Teddy. I was asked to, apply some medicine to you. Where are you hurt?
Nowhere. I'm perfectly fine. And I'm gonna start scratching all over the place while trying to keep my trademark smile.
I'm gonna need to expose your flesh.
And remove my killer jacket. Sure.
I
And
mean,
then I just throw off my jacket and I just... Am I wearing... yeah, I'm wearing a shirt too. I'll just put it on myself.
I see his grotesquely long arms, and I just kinda try not to vomit at him. See, while Sid got anime sparkles, this is more like, not that. So...
That's literal racism. We just look like this. You're just a racist.
And Opal is like, alright, well, here we go.
Oh my gosh,
And
yes.
she's gonna begin. She's gonna be like,
Racism.
rubbing him.
Racist. She's not happy and she's being racist to a long arm. Got him.
I bet she says the G word, bruh.
Dude, she's being a gamer right now.
A what?
I am being a gamer right now.
It's okay, I'm just a half-C, so technically I'm being speciesist.
Dude, you're a racist.
Oh, what?
Big
racist.
racist.
I am not. So, yeah, she's like, helps put the medicine on Teddy. After
Roll me a
she's
sleight
done
of
with
hand
Sid.
check.
Alright.
This DC is higher because of you know his long arms.
What? This is a bit whatever. It was a higher number.
Oh boy, you made it.
What?
Hey, why did you roll twice?
I accidentally rolled twice.
Lamau. Okay, I'll take the 17. Anyways, you fucking professionally like put on the ointment like you're some like masseuse or some shit.
Yeah, Teddy's feeling real good after Opal laid her hands on him.
Basically.
Whoa, hold up.
I feel like a freshly oiled baked potato.
Teddy, you look like a freshly oiled baked potato.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you guys are feeling alright, right? You can put your clothes on, by the way.
Right as rain. And I'm gonna slip back into my sick jacket.
I'm gonna like pick up Sid's clothing and sort of drape it over him. Over his head and over his arms.
I put my
Like I don't even put it on, I just throw it on top of
I
him.
put my shirt back on.
Opal nods and then shuffles away. Quietly, not saying anything else.
At this point, what is Bier Bood doing?
The air boot is making the air boot right now.
Alright, is it done yet?
I suppose so.
No, you gotta describe it, you fucking Pierre.
Oh,
God.
okay.
God.
With like,
Oh man, I just saw the picture of Nilla Wafer, so I'm really hungry.
Nilla wafer. Yo,
Basically-
Pringle.
Hmm?
Roll for cook's utensil first.
okay,
Sorry.
19.
Oh, that's not gonna be too good.
So 19 is not
I'm
good.
just kidding. What if I downsized Lamau? Okay, continue.
Basically, like the biggest thing is like he's using a bunch of the pork and he's slavering it with like the the cherries and stuff, with like a lot of the stuff from the giant cherries, because you know there's no better combination than pork and cherries, right? And it's also the distinct lack of plates. So he more or less calls people up to get their share. He just like cuts out like a piece of like loin or something for them, like from the spit.
What about a sirloin?
I don't have that. I'm sorry.
So you got no sirloin?
I don't have a cow.
Oh yeah, you're right. Wait, do you need a cow to have a sirloin?
Yes!
Yeah. Are you...
You can't have a steak without cow, dummy.
Oh my god.
I have a quick question.
Oh my god.
Noah,
You need a cow to have a sirloin. Like,
Dude.
holy shit.
Yeah, dude. I'm learning new things, man.
Hey Mac, can Nella smell this?
Nola, you can smell this, but it's pretty far away.
New lag.
The camp is really far away from where she is. She's just at the rock tower thing.
What rock tower thing?
Where
Oh,
Pierre face
oh,
planted.
that, yeah. You
She's
smell
at the
this.
gulag.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, she smells the steak.
Her stomach
the
grumbles.
And
And she sniffs and kind of goes over and then watches them from the treetops, just kind of her mouth watering.
and like he's trying to like pretty much take like the part of the duck where there's like the most dark meat and like put that towards the fire so then like it can cook more and like become more juicy and
Make me
tender
a
that way.
con save, Nola, and a wisdom save.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
And was
Oh well, shit. Your stomach growls as the water as your mouth begins to water. You smell the roasting duck over the fire, as the aroma of cooked meat and marinade of said meat basically fills the air. You notice
she licks
that
her lips.
you notice that below the crew members are enjoying whatever food that they pretty much got from the cook. I don't know how you're feeling, so you can describe whatever.
She just kind of stares at the food, just transfixed, really, because she doesn't always know where her next meal's coming from. So, she's going to think about it, and then she's going to carefully climb down the trees and then stop and wait and watch to look for an opening to go and grab some and then run back away again.
Is everybody currently eating, or are they gonna start going towards the campfire to eat?
Hell yeah.
I'm going.
I'm pretty much like have to pull people up one by one to like get their share. Like, they have to like grab it from the thing. There's no plates.
Opal eats.
Who's going first? Who's going first?
Opal's going first.
Guys, no!
Opal gets up, hops, skips, and jumps over to the food, grabs herself a helping, and runs away with Conflaglamander in tow. Despite what she normally gets, it's a pretty healthy helping this time.
I'm gonna rush over there now and then try to grab the entire thing of food.
Hartman
And just start shoving it down my mouth.
Hartman grabs the entire boar and shoves it down his mouth.
You hear a yelp from Nella, and she's like, "No!"
From above.
And then she tries to hide again.
I'm gonna like seeing like hearing this. He's gonna like quickly like before the whole bowl goes down his mouth because I'm gonna like steal a cut from it, and I'm just gonna toss it to the direction from which I heard her.
Roll me a quick sleight of hand check. This is gonna be a bit tricky.
You cut Rich's tongue off and throw it toward the
Okay. You don't cut any of Rich's organs, and you successfully cut the pig, and you throw it at Nulla.
Should I make a dex? A dex
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Okay.
Yeah. You caught it.
She grins and then goes back into the forest more to devour her meal. You know,
God,
like,
she's like
'cause
an
she has fangs, so she's kind of like ripping into it, like devouring it like a ravenous animal. even though she's not ravenous.
What a fucking
How
animal.
barbaric.
She didn't. She's eating like she hasn't eaten food in a while, even though she has. It's
I
like
say
she's
this out
savoring
loud, by the
every
way.
mouthful and making sure to eat all of it. Like even like lick off the juices and stuff on her hands.
The marinade.
Making sure nothing falls and stuff. Yeah.
Opal.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
But she does it very quietly.
You can't ravenously eat quietly. You either eat quiet or ravenously eat.
You've never met Nulla. She does everything quietly.
Well, Opal
Disgusting.
notices.
Anyway. Oh, Opal's very perceptive.
Yeah.
She kind of casts a downward glance at her, and it's just like, ew, how
Nulla's like far back in the forest. No one's gonna find her again. She's not like by the campfire anymore. She's pretty far away.
Because
She's
apparently
like far
she
enough
can
away
run
so
that
no
far,
one will
but
find
whatever.
her. Like,
Okay.
specifically.
Don't know how you get that fast, but alright.
She's a fast.
Then I
she's a
don't.
fast
She
boy.
doesn't care at all and just thinks that it's the wind and this person doesn't exist. They're not even real. They were just some beast that she saw in passing and wanted to throw her Pokeball at, but wasn't able to. So,
Oh, dang.
but
So, Opal, what do you do?
I go and I eat. That's what I do.
Okay. So,
Hang on,
as-
I'm getting a call. Jesus Christ.
It's fine. So as you guys are dining and you guys are just chewing on the sustenance that you guys have, basically, you guys at this point are on an island unknown to what potential threats or alluring mysteries lie beyond. However, as this is going on, Rich, please make me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh well, fuck. Okay then. So you start smelling, and you know, at this point, this is post Pierre's cooking, and so you guys, so Rich, you're just kind of wandering around, and you wander off, and you start smelling. You smell something good in the air, and so you start moving. At this point, the people who notice you wandering off, well, Pierre is distracted doing, like kitchen duties, right? Sid is doing who knows what.
I would probably see him wandering off.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of chilling there.
All right. And Teddy, you're probably messing with your gadgets.
I have the highest perception in the damn crew, maybe.
What's your passive perception?
Where's passive listed? Or is it just... Because my perception skill is a plus 11.
Your pass is on like the
Wait.
My
level.
perception
Oh,
level
it's
is
an
a 12. Get on my level, noob.
Okay, so it's an 18.
I'm part of the crew. Get out of here.
So basically, um, you kind of wander off, and Hartman, you don't notice her. You don't notice this, but Nola, you see like Hartman wandering off into the random direction of the woods, as Hartman is just kind of moving, picking
After
up his
after Nola
speed.
finished, actually, after Nola finished her meal, she's gonna go out and start exploring as well, looking for things to look for. That's what she'd been doing, but
Okay,
she
cool.
probably would have seen Hartman, so she just kind of be confused, but follow him because she's curious.
At this point, Opal, you kind of just you kind of get up. I guess. Do you want to explore the area?
No, I stick with the group.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, right now the current like move is people are starting to notice Hartman going into a different direction. Just
I
randomly.
follow Hartman then.
Okay, cool. Who's gonna stay at the camp and who's gonna go with this wandering idiot?
I'll go with the wandering idiot.
Wandering idiot, baby.
I'm already going with the wandering idiot.
I want to be the only one looking over the camp.
Dang.
Okay. Someone needs to do it.
Leave Teddy with him.
That's boring.
Wait, you can finally mess with Pierre. You can literally finally mess
I
with
mean,
Pierre.
it's his choice.
Oh yeah, it'd be Teddy and Pierre all alone in the middle of the woods. Who knows what would happen?
Big knife time.
Sorry.
Fine. I guess I'll stay behind and be a noble defender.
So,
Alright, since you're gonna defend the camp, I guess that means that I can go. I'm joking.
I will murder you.
okay, so basically, the five of you kind of wander off into the forest, and Hartman, you're like smelling this food. You know, it smells very delicious, very sweet scent coming as well. However, the rest of you are just currently following Hartman because, for who knows what. But
I'm more curious than anything.
Mhm.
I just want to see where this leads.
So as you
I'm
guys,
just really curious. Yeah.
so who's currently like Hartman's ahead, but who's currently in formation?
I followed after I saw Hartman begin walking away because my mindset was, God, where is he going now?
Nola's in the trees, following
probably-
silently,
yeah, probably
like
be
a
after.
fucking cat. Like
Nice.
the cat she is.
Okay, so what
I'll
is
be after Opal.
okay? So as you're currently like out in the wilderness, you're wandering about. Hartman, you come across a path, like an actual pathway that leads to somewhere. You guys can tell it's a pathway because of the fact that there's stones embedded into the dirt roads. And these are
Nola's gonna gasp quietly and go down from the trees and inspect one of the rocks to see if they've got any special markings on them.
By the way, at this point,
Do we see her?
yeah.
Come down the trees?
Yep.
It's dark as shit, man. What do you mean you see her?
It's because of the moonlight and shading and stuff.
Yeah, but she's being sneaky.
Well, I mean, then roll a sneaky check.
And roll a sneaky check.
All right. What are your guys' like, passive perceptions?
Nothing.
I know I have a pretty good passive.
Oh yeah, you do. You're like a 17. Okay. So, Hartman, you're kind of like at this intersection of like a pathway.
My passive is 17.
Okay. So, you guys don't see this non-existent character at the moment. And so you guys are like walking down the pathway, and Hartman, you're just kind of wandering until you finally guys run into an intersection as the one that's going straight goes a bit far out into like the plains area, in which it leads to a cave embedded into the mountains. The one to your right leads to a river that's flowing into some random direction. That's fo- heavily covered by rainforest. And then to the left, you guys notice that the area, well, in terms of like the soil, it's looking more gravel rather than soily. Less dirt and more gravel. Which direction would you want to go to?
Can I real quick know if there's any special markings on the rock
Okay.
that Nola inspects?
Investigation.
All right.
Okay, cool. So basically, you investigate and you notice that there is like carvings. However, it's like symbols of just general symbols. The one that's going like to that's going forward. You notice like a symbol of like gold, and then to the right, the symbol is like it's hard to make it out whether if it's like the symbol of a fish or if it's like a symbol of like rushing waters. So you don't know. And then to the left, there's no symbol.
Okay, she's going to sketch all of this out and put the different. Is there any symbols for the path that they just came from that they're on
No.
right now? No. Okay, so she's just gonna sketch out this intersection and where all the symbols are, but like she's doing this in the trees so we can see her.
Oh, okay. At this point, you guys come across the intersection. However, Hartman, the smell is coming from the right, actually.
I'll go that direction.
Alright, so Hartman makes a hard right. What about you guys? Sid, you notice a glow towards the left path, way off in the distance.
I will go to the left.
And you'd also notice that there's like a little silhouette of someone wielding some weaponry.
I'm gonna go check in on that.
At this point, Opal, you're pretty much alone.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
Yeah. What are you doing? Which direction?
could I not see them at all?
Oh, you do.
Which way did they all go?
Hartman ran right, Sid went left.
I guess I go with Sid then.
Okay then. So you run after Sid.
Yeah.
Where's Nola currently? Where's Nola currently? Okay, whatever. So basically, Sid, you're kind of wandering off into the I guess like the path which leads to the river.
Yeah.
As you're walking from the river and you're just going into the rainforest, the smell is getting stronger and stronger, and the scent is coming from the rainforest.
What does it smell like?
Oh well, no, this is Rich, not Sid.
Oh, sorry.
So, Rich, you're still like following the scent, but what else do you want to do? Anything else?
I mean, I'm just gonna run over there.
Okay. All right, so you're just darting, and are you gonna stealth or anything?
No. Just gonna rush it.
You rush in, and you just start like moving through. You maneuver through the trees, and you then like run into a bunch of bamboo forests within the tropical rainforest as you're moving through, and you finally get to, you see, like through the forests, you kind of you see light, and you emerge through, and you notice that there's like a camp and a bunch of people that are just like currently chilling out there, and they're eating food, and you just rush in, and you just start like what do you do? You kind of rush in.
Yeah, I rush and be like, "Whoa, people!" And I could be like, "Hey, who are you guys?"
And they kind of look at you, and they're like, "Who are you? Why are you trespassing on our island?
Trespassing? What does that mean?
Pete, you're not allowed to be here.
But who said?
Are you a pirate or are you a are you a merchant?
I'm a pirate.
Get out.
But food.
As they kind of like as they draw their like weapons and they have their spears and some of them have like swords and whatnot. They're like pointing their weaponry very menacingly at you.
And I'm just gonna walk over, sit down, and try to grab something to eat.
So you notice that on the table that there is like a large cooked roasted pork, and right next to it you notice that there's like there's actually fried crab. You don't know how they managed to do it, but they managed to fry crab with the campfire somehow. Who knows how they did it, but you just start chewing and everybody's just kind of like looking at you intensely and people are drawing their weapons. At this point, we're gonna cut to Teddy and Pierre. You guys are near the campfires and you guys are like chilling out at the camp.
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
Just chilling
I'm
out.
bored. I'm bored. Teach me how to do something cool.
I sort of rub my chin and I'm gonna I'm like, do you know how to juggle?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna proceed to juggle like 6 darts at once.
Roll me a sleight of hand, boy.
Wouldn't it be more performance, if anything?
Performance and sleight of hand, boy.
They're, I've been performing for years.
The execution sucks, but the juggling is still convincing enough.
And I'm like, you know how to do it with like the longer ones, like clubs.
Probably.
And I'll just like take some equally like sized like sticks that are and like I'll try and make them sort of like torch size. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'll tell Teddy like we're gonna try and make the coolest party trick.
I completely trust you.
As I pretty much just make a bunch of torches, and I'm like, well, are you ready?
110%.
Alright, I'll hand 2 over, and then I'll just gradually add them in.
Let's see if I can juggle, baby. Let's go. Fuck. Oh? Ooh. We still got that.
I mean, I think the sleight of hand is the most important, so you don't burn yourself at the very least.
Let's just say it worked, because the DM isn't paying attention.
Yeah, I am.
I am paying attention.
I am paying attention. The fuck? Anyways, so the sleight of hand, what was the slide on, what was that previous sleight of hand for? The fuck?
You told me to roll sleight of hand.
Yeah, but... Okay, wait, the more recent one, the 13 and 10.
Well, because I had to do it again to juggle these new things.
Oh, okay. Well, shit, you fucked up. you looked convincing at first, and then you fucking you just ruined it.
Can I try and help him to at least make sure he doesn't burn himself?
Oh,
like before.
Oh, no. He safely moves out the way.
Okay. I'm like, do you have any ideas for what we could do? I mean, hear me out. If we can get an actual good performance in on a city, right? I want to be honest, bullshitted my last one. We can make serious money this way.
Well, I've got a million incredible tricks, but you could teach me how to shoot fire.
if I'm gonna be quite honest, the origin of how I even got to control fire, I got completely lucky. It's not something you learn in a day. It's more something you're supposed to be gifted with to an extent.
I'm gifted in everything.
Well, here's how I started. As like, I put a finger up, and I have like, I pretty much have it like a lighter, which is a little flame coming off the top of it. Like, try and do this.
All right, boys. We're gonna take a big old step back, and I'm gonna try and mimic all the movements, which are honestly not many that I've seen Pierre do up until now. To mimic,
The movements he's probably seen have been me circle walking.
I'm sure circle walking will work.
It's for airbag. Anyways, go on.
What if it works though?
Or
So you start circle walking. Nothing happens.
I mean, the way I got these powers is I read this book, and then it sort of burned up, and then all of a sudden I was gifted with doing this. Bless you.
Thank you.
That's quite a story, my dude.
Give me another chance. I've never failed at anything in my life ever.
Maybe if you really want to do it, maybe the place that we'll be heading soon might have some more of these.
Well, then we're still just back to square one.
How is that square one?
We're still doing nothing at a campfire.
Fair.
At this
Do you
point,
have any?
wait.
Yeah,
Pierre.
go on. Just go on. I don't have anything else.
Okay, so Pierre, at this point, you guys are talking, and you notice somebody who's like pretty bruised up, or not pretty bruised up, but who's pretty rugged and in dirt and covered in vines. He's wearing like a leather jacket, but it's a more of a, well, he's wearing a black one. And the man kind of says, hello, are you guys friendly people?"
We don't have any intention of attacking if you don't.
I see.
I am the nicest man to ever grace this earth.
Right. Anyways, I have a question for both of you gentlemen.
Go ahead.
Have you guys ever visited an area known as Aqua 9?
Nope.
No.
Is there any potential of you guys ever visiting that location? It's an island full of shipwrights.
Well, I don't see it on our current path, but we'll be traveling through the Great Intersection, so we might run into it someday.
Right. Do you as this man kind of like is just struggling to speak, you notice that he's pretty like tired looking. However,
I'm like, "Sir, are you all right?"
he has his hand in his pocket and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just hungry."
I'm like, take a seat down. I think we still have some duck.
You pull out like a piece of log that's just conveniently on the ground, and he like sits on the log.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna keep putting chips in his mouth because I have the infinite chip bag.
Wait, you're gonna put chips in this guy's mouth?
I'm sure he'll eat them.
She's like, "Hey, get that thing off of me! What are you doing? What are you, crazy?
They're food.
Are you out of your mind?"
Eat them. They're food.
Dude, you don't force food down people's mouth. You do realize that, right?
Never got taught that one.
As the man
Everybody likes food.
as the man just kind of like shakes his head, and he's just rolling his eyes. He says, "So, why have you gentlemen decided to settle on this island?"
And I come back with some duck and I hand it over to I give some to him. And I'm like, well, we're like I said, we're traveling through the Great Intersection, and this is just an island we happen to come across. We're here just to get provisions and move on.
I see. Overgrowth Alp is one mystery to many people. However, I've been actually doing some illegal researching of this area.
What do you mean illegal
Fuck
research?
yeah!
Well, I've been researching about the myth that surrounds this place. It talks about an area. Well, it talks about one of the myths that it talks about is a potential locomotive that operates within the world. However, this locomotive, not a lot of history is researched into this, and that's very strange to me. And so, as somebody who has never actually delved into the field of archaeology, I'm just basically curious on what this myth is about.
And as I look at this guy, I want to like look in his eyes. I want to like, what can I tell about him and if he's like and his intent? Does he seem like a good or bad guy?
He looks like a man, appears to be in his 20s.
He looks like the man.
Who appears to be in his 20s. He's currently wearing a leather jacket. He looks very tired as he's like eating the food. In terms of intention, you can't tell anything. You honestly, unless you were to make some roll.
Can I do insight then?
Yeah.
Alright. Shit.
You don't know. He could be telling the truth. He could be lying. And he's just chewing on the food, and he asks you, "Are you guys? So you guys are pirates? Or are you guys just?
When did you say that?
Or are you guys merchants?"
We're just a few sailors making our way through the seas.
What kind of jobs are you guys on? Because I mean, in terms of occupation, nobody usually sails in the Great Intersection for fun.
Well, we're
treasure hunters.
I see.
Check out all the cool stuff we found. And I drop the vial of sauce in his lap.
And
I wouldn't suggest touching that if I were you.
he's like, I see. He cleans it off with like a handkerchief, and he says, "Anyways, who's the main group leader of your guys' I guess merry band of misfits?"
We're more of a duet. Because the guy would really know there's more of us, right?
Yeah.
He wouldn't know. Yeah, he says, "Oh, I see. You guys are just a tag team. Wow, and you guys are managing to sail through the seas."
Well, with the
I'm a lot more impressive than I look.
you wouldn't believe it. My friend here is quite a remarkable fellow.
I see. Well, I've traveled very, very far and wide, and yeah,
go on.
I've traveled very far and wide, and it's been ages, but I went through several different locations. And I come here. Main reason why I want to know about this great locomotive, because I need to find a way back home.
What's your home?
I don't necessarily come from here.
Well then, where do you come from then?
You see, I actually come from that like an area that's inaccessible without that great locomotive.
That area being...
Oh, like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a different place, not this place.
You said the same thing about 3 times now.
Yeah.
Pierre just sort of shrugs and he's like, "Well, this locomotive bin sounds pretty interesting. Maybe we can find some more loot at that kind of place. What do you know? What have you found out about it?"
Well, besides the myths and legends, all I've seen is one thing I have seen is clues about more more rumors that come from the neighboring island from this place. It's called Port Pallet.
Mm.
But besides that, in terms of other rumors, I heard that there's ancient writings inside of caves within the overgrowth Alps, but we don't know how to get there, or I don't know how to get there.
I see. And this research, you said, is an illegal task?
Yeah, 'cause as he says this, please roll me another insight check.
We
Ooh.
insight.
He's hiding something.
Hmm.
He's hiding something.
I could tell.
Hey, the man says, "Well, I saw some of these structures in the depths, and I've been meaning to find more of these because I can't seem to. I'm trying to decipher what they mean, but that's why I gotta keep it hush hush."
Are you sure
And
that's the only reason?
The man like looks at you and says, "Oh, what do you mean?"
Well,
You don't seem to be 100% honest with us.
How do you know? As the man kind of like looks around.
is your hand shaking?
No.
Okay, wait, what signs what were there of him seeming to hide something? Was it just like his voice?
No, it's just like the way his eyes move.
And then I'll just like tell him that like we're not the most lawful individuals either. There's no need to worry, my friend.
So you guys are sailors, but you guys are unlawful sailors?
Well, let's just say you don't find awesome loot by being a 100% good boy.
So you guys are pirates.
No.
Roll me a bullshit check, please. Deception, okay. Oh boy, now I get to deceive. Oh,
Help
get
me.
fucking shat on.
Fucking help me, Teddy. You're the one that's better at this.
Get fucking shat on. This guy scored a nat 20.
What the fuck?
I don't think I can help you with that one.
Help me,
I
Teddy.
mean, I could just say.
You could.
How's some other one?
There goes the lucky point. He rolled an 8.
Oh shit, nice. Okay, so basically he says, "Huh, so you guys are pirates, I see." Hey.
What? Believe that?
Oh wait, not pirates.
You believe-
You guys are sailors, I see. And he begins to kind of like look around and he says, if I'm able to get on that locomotive, I can actually go back home. My home isn't actually here. It's in an area, well, where the seas are vast and endless.
Do you only speak in riddles?
No, I'm being serious, man.
Does it not have a name or a location?
I don't know how to describe it to you people, but they're like different worlds. You know, it's the geography is similar to this area, to this world, but less islands or less land and more islands and more water basically. Like big continents do not exist in this area.
You people.
And also, there's also these things called like water ganassi.
Would my character know what a Genasi is?
Roll me history check.
Well, I'm talking about from like my background.
Oh, he would know what a fire ganassi is, but he'd never seen a water one.
I guess he would understand the general concept at least.
Mhm.
Oh, I see. It's for a thing called a great locomotive, I guess it makes sense to be capable to take people to other worlds and such.
I'm just trying to get back to I'm just trying to get back home.
How long have you been here?
At this point, 7 years.
And how'd you even end up here?
I was sailing the seas one day.
And you just ended up here?
Yeah.
Huh.
Different people, different maps. I looked at the map. I was like, wait, what the heck? This isn't the same map I'm looking at. And I kept sailing and I kept moving to try to get back home, but I can't seem to find my home. And I figured out that it's probably these myths that I'm hearing about. They're probably true. So yeah.
What's interesting. Tell me, you neither of us have introduced ourselves yet. What's your name?
The name, as he kind of like, he looks at you, he says, well, you wouldn't know me, but it's Sojuga Tank.
Is the detained name a known thing or not?
You would have heard it just as a distant kind of like murmur of like rumor of like name just thrown out around, but like this would be when you were back in like your elemental existence.
Okay. And I'm like, detained, huh? Might have heard that before.
Yeah, well,
And I'll offer a hand down, like, I'm Pierre.
you don't have a last name?
No need for such thing.
Roll me a bullshit check, buddy. Roll me the bullshit check. The bullshit check. The bullshit Vic check. Get fucking shat on. Get fucking shat on again. It was like two. No, not two. It was like 3 rolls ahead of you, basically, like the 3 numbers.
Damn.
Yep. Anyways, he says, "What's your last name, man?"
I'm gonna look at him. And I'm gonna try instinct to see if he has any harmful intent.
No.
I can't do that.
No. He doesn't have any harmful intent.
Well, then, if you insist, my last name is De Blaser.
Oh, weren't you the name of a culinary family that got trapped?
Yeah. Trapped, you know?
I heard rumors. This was a while ago.
From who?
From people neighboring areas. There was areas to access without the Great Locomotive where I was. You take special.
To these different worlds, you say?
Yeah. The fire one was the more tricky one to get to, but generally there's like a grand central kind of like station at each point and each links of like the elemental planar shit. So that's kind of how I got to most areas, or how most people would travel, is through these links.
Hey, let me see. I just need to write information overlay.
At this point, we're gonna cut to Nola. Where is Nola right now? Okay, she's not here. Where's Opal right now?
Opal's
Wait,
with
no, I'm
Sid.
here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm
Okay.
here.
I mean, you're here, but you weren't here earlier. So give me a second. So, Sid and Opal, you know, you guys are like
Yes, yes.
going to the silhouette of the swordsman, of that potential person with the weapon.
Cool.
And Sid, you're going towards the silhouette, and the silhouette looks at you.
I stop moving and I just look at him.
And he says, "What is your name?"
Sid Marlowe, what's yours?
And
As I put my hand on one of my swords.
this man says, he says, "My name is John Pterodactyl."
Oh.
Hmm.
As as like he looks at you and he says, aren't you that rookie bounty hunter?"
You could say that, yeah. I kinda gave up bounty hunting.
I heard you got cut up by that bear.
Yep, so that spread its way around now.
A rookie got clapped like usual. I don't.
Yep.
That usually happens. Don't worry, everyone goes through it. No one has yet to topple his throne, though.
I take my hand off my sword.
What
are you doing all the way out here?
Like?
Oh, this man. Oh, give me a perception check.
Okay.
He's like he looks like he kind of has that Spanish conquistador vibe.
I'm still holding my gun, and a silent chick is like, Sid, is there a problem here?
No.
And then he looks
Okay.
and then this person looks at Opal, and when he looks at you, Opal, please make me a wisdom save.
Oh, alright.
His eye. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, well, shit. Oh, well, that's actually not cool. Fuck. Okay. So basically, his eyes kind of like strike you down, and he like, and you notice his eyes are kind of like in this weird like coloring of like yellow and orange, and it's like glimmering through the night, and he is looking at you with a sharp look. And as
I cock my gun and I'm like, who are you?
Put the gun down.
as you look at this man, a creeping fear becomes instilled as your hands begins to shake, and your gun is like, as you're holding your gun tightly, your body unable to stop shaking from the immense fear that's encompassing you and
I
encumbering you.
feel physically sick due to this fear, and I kind of drop my weapon and back up and behind Sid and shake. Like I'm holding on to him and I'm shaking.
And the man says, "So, Sid, where are you going to? And I heard from rumors that you've been recruited."
Recruited is a strong word. I just owe somebody a debt. And I always pay my debts.
That's true.
Yeah, the kid saved me.
You were saved by that cotton idiot.
I know, it makes me laugh as well, but that's why I feel like I have to repay him.
Normally I would say you're wasting your time, but you probably have plans, so I won't doubt you.
Oh, it's not like his goals don't entirely line up with mine.
What is he trying to do?
He's trying to become the arm wrestle king.
What the title that may or may not have been kept by the Pirate King himself?
The very one.
He's an idiot. That's literally impossible.
Yeah. Some people say it's suicide.
Bless
That's why
you.
I'm going along with him. Here he doesn't die.
By the way, Opal sneezes as well. Everything that is being inflicted upon your character is happening or happening to you in person will be inflicted upon your character.
Wait, does that mean that when you die in the game, you die in real life?
Yes. At this point, we're gonna cut over to Nola chasing Hartman. You guys are dead.
Oh no, Nala's not chasing Hartman. She's going towards the light, man.
Oh, so
Because she's like, ooh, civilization. So she's gonna just take a quick peek to see what the light is coming from.
oh well, no, it's not a light. Like the light will. It was more like a moonlight being shined upon someone rather than actual civilization.
Oh, okay.
The
So
actual
there's nothing
civilization is
past this guy.
Yeah.
There's nothing past this guy. Okay, so then she's going to go down the path that leads to the cave.
Okay, cool. You start running down to the path that leads to the cave. And
Well, she's gonna go through the trees and then go into the cave.
okay.
All sneaky like.
Oh well, no. The cave is like, it's a plains.
It's a what?
It's a plains.
It's a plains.
Yeah.
The cave is across. Okay, she's gonna look around and she's gonna dart across the plains
Okay. Hartman.
in her cat form.
Hartman. These people are pointing sticks at you, and you're just chewing on the food, and they immediately go, attack him! And they all start charging at you and bomb rushing fucking Hartman. Let's see, Hartman, what do you do? Okay, wait, Hartman, is he here? Fuck.
Hartman!
Hartman!
Okay, we're gonna.
Voice activated rhythm bar.
Okay, we're gonna take a short pause. We're gonna take a short break. 2, 1. So we're back, and now the crew is currently separated. As Nola is running, and she's just gliding through the fields, to the cave of mystery. Hartman, you're currently surrounded by hostiles as they all just charge at you. However, let me roll for a couple of attack rolls to see if they, rolls to see if they hit you, because surprise. All right. Cool. So you dodge every single hit that gets thrown at you as you successfully bob and weave through every single swipes and slashes that these people who are looking very hostile at, they are just attacking you.
I resume eating.
As you're probably are you like holding food while you're like dodging this?
Yeah.
Okay.
much.
So
Take your bite here and there.
so everybody's just basically like slicing and dicing at you. However, you're just avoiding, and you're kind of like getting away from their grasp as you avoid these people. Hartman, you realize that more and more of these people are kind of gathering around you. Are you gonna retaliate in any way? You finish your play.
Oh, no, I finished my plate. And then I'll ask, hey, do you guys got any more food?
And they yell, "Get out!" as they're just like slicing their swords in the air, trying to strike at you.
I'll just keep dodging.
Okay, so you're basically just roaming around at this point, and you're like running through the jungles, and you see people like in the way back in the distance, like near like the campfires, like creating like making food and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you also, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I'll go run over there
Okay, cool.
to the food.
So you start basically just charging at the food, and you start like ramming your way through people and just kind of like moving over to them. At this point, you notice that the people who are cooking, they kind of stop, and they all like run away from where you are, and a bunch of people start chasing after you. you notice that there's unguarded food right in front of your face.
Nice. Time to dig in.
Alright, nice. So as you're kind of just barging through and ruining the livelihood of these innocents, you basically,
What a monster.
yeah, give me a sec. Alright, cool. So Hartman, you just like charge through and you're grabbing the food and you're grabbing like a bunch of cooked pork and you also notice some like pastry that was being created, some sort of bread, and you also like snatch that as they're all just chasing. It's like, he's stealing our food, get him! As people are just kind of like shooting arrows, and you're just kind of you're basically just nimbly dodging every single arrow that comes at you as you're literally heading straight to danger. Which direction would you like to go? Like, would you wanna?
Come here, baby girl.
Do you wanna go like away from the people that are chasing you, or do you wanna just go back where you came from, or do you wanna continue heading deeper into the forest?
Well, I got food, so I guess I'll turn back.
Okay.
Back to the camp. I'm gonna tell them, hey, thanks for the food. And I'm just gonna see ya, and they run.
As they continuously chase after you guys. At this point, you're running, and a bunch of people are like running after you. Sid, you're talking to the man, and the man says, "So, what business do you have on this island?"
We're just kind of exploring the great intersection right now, just making our way through, and this was our next stop.
This island is very dangerous for a rookie like you.
That's why we have a few people here.
Oh, I see. Well, I would normally swordsmen like you wouldn't engage in a duel, but oh, at least you're not annoying like them, as he says. Anyways, I must get going. Goodbye. As he like kind of turns around and he starts like walking away from you. At this point, Sid, when he stops talking and he like walks away, you notice Hartman just kind of dashing away in the distance. You hear Hartman yelling.
Whoa!
As you see a bunch of people chasing after him, very angry tribes-looking people.
I am gonna go try and help him.
Okay, Opal follow suits as basically these crowd of people are just like chasing after Hartman. The man kind of we're gonna cut to Pierre and Teddy, and the man says, I thank you for feeding me, and
I'm gonna say, actually no, never mind, just go on. Sorry.
I thank you for feeding me, Mr. Deglasser. However, now I must return a favor. Now, and what would you like in favor?
And on Ocean Port Teddy, like, give me a moment, and like I'll do a little huddled in with Teddy, and I'm like, I'm gonna tell him this guy can be real helpful for all the information he has and what he knows about the transdimensional. Do you think we should temporarily bring him around for our journey?
I'm just gonna give Pierre a thumbs up.
Alright, and so then Pierre, he's gonna turn back and he's like, the only favor I asked of you is that you forgive me for what I'm gonna say. Quite frankly, a little earlier, I was lying. Yes, we are part of the pirate crew. I only hid this because to potentially protect my crew. Not my crew, the crew I'm part of, if need be. I mean, there's dangerous people out there, you know.
Yes, that is very understandable. However, what were you hiding from me? Oh, or what else were you hiding? Or is that all?
Well, you already know about the Dead Lost Hair incident. Uh, I do. We are part of a relatively small pirate crew, and we're currently looking for a way to get onto the transdimensional train. It seems that both our interests are both parallel each other, both be of great assistance towards each other. So, I'm going to offer you a proposition. We can both help each other out in our mutual goal of trying to find the great locomotive.
And the man takes a sip of his drink, and he like nods and he says, "That sounds understandable."
Very, very well. My captain and a few other of our crewmates went out to scout a bit earlier. They should be back soon
At
enough.
this point, you guys hear in the distance, like Rich C. Hartman screaming, or like he's just yelling at the top of his lungs. And you guys see a horde of people following suit way off in the distance as you see Hartman running.
I look at this. I'm like, I'm afraid that may be him. Make yourself safe. Yes, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna start running towards Hartman. And
Oh god.
So Hartman, you bring you see Pierre in the
and
distance.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like punch myself in the stomach, right, and make it look like I got punched, right, and I'm gonna like tell him how far away is the crowd?
Like at least 100 feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna away from Hartman.
You're like 10 feet away from Hartman at this point.
I'm gonna tell Hartman run that way as I point to the left.
Oh, what? That way? Alright. And I'm gonna run to wherever he's pointing.
And I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna like stay fake injured.
They all ignore you fake your injuries. You fake your injury. Okay. They immediately look at this and look at you guys, and Soju kind of yells out, "Oh no! These are the natives. We have to get out of here!" As he immediately starts darting off. Teddy, are you gonna run?
I was there with what's his name, Pierre.
Yeah.
So I'll just pretend to have been dressing his wounds.
Okay. And he like kind of grabs both of you, and like he just kind of starts like running, grabbing you while he's just trying to dart away from the natives. As some of them are now chasing after you guys.
Oh wait, I have a plan. Hold on, I have a plan.
I was gonna misdirect them.
What's your plan?
Everybody stop!
And immediately.
And I hope that stops them for at least enough for me to start talking.
Okay, yeah. So they all stop.
Alright. What do you people think you're doing? You're attacking a poor defenseless animal.
And they all look at you, and they're just like, are you guys merchants or pirates?
We are zoologists from the world government.
You guys are what?
Zoologists from the world government. We
roll me
track wildlife.
Roll me deception bullshit check.
This is big. Oh fuck! Human determination.
Okay, cool. They're like, huh? I see. Well, that guy over there said he was a pirate.
Yes. Unfortunately, that error lies with me. You see, that isn't actually a person. You see, it's an animal. the animal that escaped is somewhat of a shapeshifter. I was showing it various things, and it happened to come across a wanted sign. I explained to it what it was, for research purposes, and it morphed shapes and proceeded to escape somewhat. It's very harmless, but you wouldn't be much for good conversation with it. It only knows to eat and run and yell. I'm very sorry for the mix-up. I'm trying to recapture it now.
They kind of like look at you, squinting their eyes, and like they're looking at you, not really trusting. And then they're like, "You're from the world government, from the United Origins."
Yes, I'm keeping it a bit on the low because a lot of pirates travel through these parts, and they aren't huge fans of us.
And they're like, "Okay, we leave you alone." As they all like call off their people away. And Harvey, you're running, and then you notice that people aren't chasing after you anymore. After like 5 minutes of running. And at this point, kind of the crowd disperses.
Good work, Teddy. As I'm just not getting my feet like normal.
Another stunning performance.
And the guy, Soju, was like, "Man, you're such a good liar."
Like I said, my friend here is truly remarkable.
At this point, Hartman, do you come back?
Yeah.
Okay. So you come back and you greet it to a different man. He's wearing like a black leather jacket and like and a white shirt underneath, and he looks at you and says, "Are you the captain of this pirate?"
Yep. I'm Rick C. Hartman.
Your friend here is a really good liar.
Yeah. Wait, really?
As he points to Teddy, it's like, yeah, he's a great liar.
Wow. I would have never thought. I always knew he was a great storyteller.
Who knows? Maybe those stories could have been lies.
Impossible. I put all my trust in him.
I'm gonna start sweating profusely, but not change my expression.
And I'm just gonna subvert the conversation. Like, anyways, Rich, this man here, his name is Soju Jatang, and he can be a great assistance, as we're both seeking to get to the trans-dimensional train.
The train. I like trains. I've never been on one.
Didn't you tell me you were on one?
I don't know.
When I first met you.
You did? Well, you never said you were on it. But...
he said his uncle was. Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't me. I never went on the train.
Oh, alright. You said it was your uncle. Anyways. He's been researching the trans-dimensional train in this area. And, he seems like a decent enough guy. Without harmful intent. And, if we both have the same destination, why not work together,
Yep. Well, he's free to join and help us. And that's no problem to me.
Nice.
The man like kind of looks at you, Rich C. Hartman, and he says, So what's your why did you become a pirate actually?
Well, it's to become the arm wrestle king.
That's strange. Why would you want to become an arm wrestle king but you become a pirate?
Because that's the top goal, you cross the great intersection, and at the end there's Arm Wrestle Island. Or you have to fight the big bad boss at the end, or you gotta win the arm wrestle,
I don't think
and
that's
then
how
you
it
get
works.
the title. No, it's how it works. I saw in the comic.
You saw it in the comic. And the
Yeah,
man
the
like
comic.
the man like shakes his head. He's just kind of like fed up with this stupidity. And the man like says, "Okay, whatever," as he kind of like walks away, and he just like walks over to Pierre. At this point, Sid, you
Mhm.
finally catch up. However, you notice that the natives are kind of like dispersing away, but you come to the campsite and you see Pierre, Sid, or Pierre, Teddy, and everyone's there
Wait, how did he
Hey.
find his way to the campsite?
because they were chasing like the herd of people that was chasing after like Rich C. Hartman, because when they it was like at an intersection, right? So
No,
when
I'm
they
talking
were
about how Sid found it and not get lost.
oh well, Sid just followed the people.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, they Sid can follow things, and he won't get lost. But
He can?
when Sid navigates on his
Except the
own,
smoke.
yeah, that's like, but that's not people, so it don't count.
I guess.
Anyways, at this point, everybody kind of regroups, and they're like, you guys see, from Pierre, Rich, and Teddy. From your perspective, you see Opal and Sid just kind of coming closer to the campsite.
There they come back.
Friends!
It seems that we've all reunited then. I guess we just need. It's already getting pretty late, isn't it?
At this point, it is 1 a.m.
Alright. It's best we get to rest and not wander anymore.
Alright, so everyone's gonna slump.
I say that we actually establish a watch for once, because there might be some shit on this island. So
True, and also it could affect you guys next session, because for now, I'm going to cut off the session.
Oh wait, you never told me what Nella found the
Oh.
key.
I'll give you some spoilers, but for now, we're gonna end off the session.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Okay.